TokyoBill Weekly Update. Stories around Japan of interest to me, TokyoBill. Today is October 18th, 2025. The World Exposition in Osaka ended on Monday after 6 months, attracting over 25 million visitors. Despite some challenges, organizers deemed it a success. The expo, themed Designing Future Society for Our Lives, included participation from 158 countries. Japan's Prime Minister emphasized unity and dialogue, while Crown Prince Fumihito highlighted the importance of addressing common human challenges. Although visitor numbers surpassed the last Japan-hosted expo, they did not meet expected targets. The event generated significant merchandise sales but faced issues like long lines and reservation problems. Dismantling is set to begin soon, with part of the venue's Grand Ring to be preserved in memory of its record-setting status as the world's largest wooden architectural structure. As of the end of June, Japan had over 3.95 million legal foreign residents, marking a new record as the country increases the acceptance of foreign workers to address labor shortages. This figure rose by 5%, or 187,000, compared to the end of 2024. The largest group of residents were permanent residents, totaling 932,000, while those on a visa for engineers and specialists increased by 9.4% to 458,000. The technical intern training program saw a decrease in trainees, with 449,000 individuals. Most foreign residents were from China, Vietnam, and South Korea, and the number of illegal residents dropped to 71,000, primarily consisting of Vietnamese, Thai, and South Korean nationals. Hoshino Resorts plans to turn the former Nara prison into a luxury hotel and museum to attract visitors to Nara Prefecture. The Nara Prison Museum will open on April 27th next year, showcasing the history and architecture of the prison, which features neo-Romanesque design. The project encourages reflection on the meaning of freedom within a historically strict environment. Additionally, the inn operator will develop the Hoshinoya Asuka Hotel in Asuka Village, known as the birthplace of Japan. The hotel project aims to promote the area's historical heritage, aligning with ongoing efforts for UNESCO World Heritage status. This development has been 10 years in the making and greatly welcomed by Asuka Mayor Yuichi Morikawa in a statement. In 2025, nearly half of the men surveyed in Japan reported using parasols due to high summer temperatures, with many trying them for the first time. Traditionally associated with women for sun protection, parasols saw significant male use this year. 44% of men used them compared to 91% of women. Among those men, 44% started using them in 2025. Most men in their 20s and 30s use parasols, while only 39% of men in their 50s did. Many men reported feeling unbothered by others' stares, and some companies noted increased sales of men's parasols. This change is linked to record high temperatures, with the summer averaging 2.36 degrees Celsius above normal. China's new export controls on rare earth minerals are causing Japan some worry, considering the possibility they may disrupt global supply chains. Japanese Foreign Minister Takeshi Iwaya expressed these concerns in a press conference, stating that China's dominance in supplying rare earths is crucial for many technologies, including electric vehicles and weapons. Japan has asked China to ensure that global supply chains are not further harmed. Although China has assured Japan that it will manage supply properly, Japan remains unreassured. Iwaya mentioned Japan will work with other countries to ensure positive supply. Meanwhile, US President Trump believes US-China relations will be fine despite the renewed trade tensions. Grilled eel is a popular dish in Japan, with its special sauce being a traditional favorite and its recipe a closely guarded secret. However, the alcohol used in the sauce, made from sake and mirin, prevents its export to Muslim-majority countries that are otherwise keen to enjoy the dish. Koihei, a family-run fish wholesaler in Saitama, is working to create an alcohol-free eel sauce to share the traditional flavor worldwide. In 2024, a development team was formed to simplify the sauce to 4 basic ingredients, but struggled to achieve the desired flavor. A company-wide tasting survey helped refine the recipe, and by May of this year, were able to achieve acceptable flavor while keeping the alcohol content below 0.5%. As this meets import standards for a number of Muslim countries, they'll be able to enjoy Japanese eel very soon. Mie-based craft brewery Isekado is set to conduct Japan's first ever beer fermentation experiment aboard the International Space Station. The Space Brewing Project aims to explore how microgravity affects yeast fermentation. The project will produce a small batch of beer using one of Isekado's award-winning proprietary yeast strains. Once launched into orbit, the yeast will ferment in a special brewing vessel designed to withstand pressure and temperature fluctuations. After returning to Earth, Isekado's research team will analyze how space conditions altered the yeast's fermentation behavior. The limited edition space beer will be available as a reward for crowdfunding supporters. Former Prime Minister Tomiichi Murayama died Friday at the age of 101. The first socialist prime minister in 47 years, he led a coalition government including his Social Democratic Party and the Liberal Democratic Party. He is known for and criticized for a statement apologizing for Japan's wartime actions. His administration also provided support for atomic bomb survivors and established the Asian Women's Fund for victims of wartime sexual slavery. He was also in power during the sarin gas subway attacks and the Great Hanshin earthquake. Elected in 1972, he served 8 terms before retiring in 2000. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty for Hidehiro Nozu, a 28-year-old man accused of killing 3 family members and injuring another with a crossbow in 2020 in Takarazuka, Hyogo Prefecture. Nozu is charged with killing his grandmother, younger brother, and mother, and seriously injuring his aunt during the attack at their home in June 2020. During the trial, prosecutors argued that Nozu had full responsibility for his actions, highlighting his premeditated planning. They claimed that his autism spectrum disorder did not significantly affect his behavior and called for the death sentence. The defense argued that Nozu was in a state of diminished capacity at the time of the incident. The verdict is expected on October 31st. Immigration Services Agency investigators conducted on-site inspections in Osaka to address a surge in paper companies created by foreign nationals seeking residency. The investigation comes as Japan tightens requirements for the business and management visa, a route increasingly used by foreign nationals to relocate to Japan. The change aims to address concerns about sham companies set up solely to secure residency and mitigate community tensions, particularly around short-term rental operations. Factors driving the rise in Chinese migration to Japan include Japan's affordable real estate market, higher rental yields, universal healthcare system, reliable medical services, and stable living environment. The first Grand Sumo tournament in London in 34 years started on Wednesday at the Royal Albert Hall. This special event showcased top Rikishi-ranked wrestlers from Japan, attracting over 5,400 spectators. Before the matches, Yokozuna Onosato performed a traditional ring-entering ritual, earning applause from the audience. Veteran Rikishi Tamawashi won his bout early on, while Hoshoryu also dominated his opponent, Hakuo. The final match featured Onosato against Ura, where Onosato secured a clear victory with a powerful throw, thrilling the crowd. Fans outside the venue displayed their enthusiasm, and many described the night as electric. Onosato appreciated the audience's interest in the rituals and looks forward to the remaining days of the tournament, which lasts until Saturday. Princess Aiko, the only child of Japanese Emperor Naruhito and Empress Masako, will visit Laos for her first official trip abroad, as announced by the Imperial Household Agency. During this visit, the 23-year-old princess plans to meet the Laotian president and participate in events celebrating the 70th anniversary of Japan-Laos diplomatic relations. Her schedule includes attending a banquet hosted by Vice President Peini Yathoto, visiting a national museum and temple in Luang Prabang, and going to places linked to Japan to strengthen ties between the two nations. Princess Aiko has previously traveled informally to the Netherlands in 2006 and to Britain in 2018 for a summer course at Eton College. A research team from Tohoku University and the University of Tokyo discovered a new seismic zone named the 4-Arc Seismic Belt, which stretches from Hokkaido to the Kanto region. Using AI deep learning on 4 years of data, they identified 6 times more earthquakes in offshore eastern Japan than previously known. Water from the subducted Pacific Plate affects earthquake behavior, preventing large megathrust earthquakes, while possibly triggering shallow crustal earthquakes. The study from 2016 to 2020 analyzed over 587,000 earthquake sources, revealing that seismic activity is concentrated in a belt-like pattern. These findings enhance the understanding of earthquake mechanisms and may aid in future earthquake predictions. That brings us to the end of news items for the week ending October 18th. These and other stories, and any local craft beer events going on around the Tokyo area, you can read at theTokyoBill.com, along with links to the original stories and my merch store. I've been, and remain, Tokyo Bill. Thank you for listening, and take care.